Dear colleagues, I'm glad to see you on our webinar. It is our next webinar from a couple of events devoted to software products of Kintech Lab. And today we will talk about the tools for development of the kinetic mechanisms for combustion, catalysis, and environment. Let me give you a short overview what we will demonstrate today. First of all, we will start from overview of the stages for kinetic mechanism development, usual steps, usual tasks which are solved by researchers. Then we will go to specific topic, which is a collection and analysis of the reference data which are used in mechanism development. And we will give you a short demo about the database KintechDB, which is used for storage of the reference data, analysis of this data, and so on. And then we will go to computational models for verification of the kinetic mechanisms based on experimental data. And we'll go through small demo related with the verification of the methane combustion mechanism. Next, we will go to task related with the analysis of the kinetic mechanisms, such as sensitivity analysis, reaction path identification, which is a common or usual task for the researchers who are developing detailed mechanisms and trying to improve them. And we will give a short demo related with mechanism reduction and identification of the key reaction paths. Finally, we briefly overview such a capability like refinement or calculation of the thermodynamic properties of substances, reaction rates for elementary reactions based on results of first principles calculation. So, in our company we are developing a set of the software tools which can be used to solve the general problems related with the kinetic mechanism development for various applications. And here I would like to start from the KintechDB. It is a network-based database for accumulation of the lab data on substance and processes. And usually this database is used as an information system to support the kinetic modeling at different levels and stages. The next software product is the Chemical Workbench. It is an integrated environment for conceptual design of physical-chemical processes, mechanism development, and reduction. It is usually used on several stages of the mechanism development and at the design, conceptual design of the wide variety of the industrial processes. And finally, the Chimera tool is a unique software which allows to calculate the microscopic parameters of substances and reactions from first principles. Usually it is a main tool which allows you to identify the properties of individual substances in your mechanism and reaction rates in the same detailed mechanism. So let me give you some general understanding of our practice, how the kinetic mechanisms are usually developed. When you start developing or studying the specific process with chemical transformations, you usually started from initial guess about the chemical processes which are taking place in the reactive system. Usually, you extract this information from several sources. It can be some publications in the literature or some websites of the research groups and so on. And here you guess, you take the guess mechanism. And then you start your work, which is related with the mechanism development itself. And here you are following the several stages, which usually starts and recycles through verification of the detailed mechanism against available experimental data on the kinetics of the process under consideration. So this is this step, and you need to have experimental data on the kinetics. There are two possible outcomes of this verification. The first one is that your initial guess of the mechanism works quite well, and you are able to say that now I have some detailed mechanism. I even do not need to develop it, and I have some species in the mechanism, I have reactions in the mechanism, and related properties of the species and reactions. And the mechanism is ready. But unfortunately, it is not very usual situation. And very often you need to improve your mechanism for your specific conditions or processes which you are studying. And then you need to start the analysis and improvement of the mechanism. The analysis of the mechanism usually includes identification of the chemical reactions, identification of the key reaction paths, which should be analyzed in more details. When you have identified these key substances and reactions, then you need to refine the related properties. For example, you need to update the reaction paths or related reaction rate constant for some specific reaction. Sometimes you also need to adjust thermodynamic properties of the species and put this information into the mechanism. Thus, you obtain the updated chemical kinetic mechanism, which can be again verified against experimental data. And you can make a conclusion, does this updated mechanism works well, or it should be refined even more. And so you either go to final kinetic mechanism or the cycles through these steps. The steps which are marked with stars is where we have the software products from Kintec, and we will review these products on the next steps. So, okay, so again, the first step, which is relevant for people who are developing the mechanisms, is a collection of the reference data, which can be used as initial guess for the mechanism. The main source of the information, of course, is research papers in journals like Combustion and Flame, Combustion Science and Technology, Physical Chemistry, Chemical Physics, Journal of Chemical Kinetics, and so on. So it is real research papers where you can extract information on elementary processes or description of detailed mechanisms as a whole. Also, reviews of evaluated data like Bolch review is a very good source of information about elementary reactions and so on. The second source of the information is databases in the internet and commercial databases. For example, it is a well-known database of the National Institute of Standards in the United States, Alexander Burkhardt database of thermodynamic properties, and so on. So the next source, it is websites of the research groups which are developing the mechanisms and putting these kinetic mechanisms onto their websites to download and use in your own simulation. And as you see, it is a lot of the information available which can be used in kinetic modeling. And of course, there is a problem, how to organize, how to put all this information into the single place and then use it in the mechanism development. And actually, in our company, when we were developing kinetic mechanisms for our own needs, we faced this problem, and as a result of this is a developed database which is called KintecDB database. And the main intention for this database is its use on different stages of the kinetic mechanism development, starting from storing data of quantum chemical calculations, storing information for microkinetic analysis, putting this information into chemical kinetic simulations when you are developing the mechanism as a whole, and transferring the results of the development to applications. For example, if we are talking about the combustion, then we can say that after quantum chemical analysis, we can put results of the simulation, I mean structures of the molecules, into the database. Then another people which are trying to calculate reaction rate constants for specific process or thermodynamic properties of the species can take this quantum chemical data from database, run the simulations in our Chimera software, put this data into the database back, and people who are developing mechanisms extract this data to their analysis, develop some mechanism, and transfer this data to people who are running real application analysis like chemical kinetic simulations in Chemical Workbench or ChemKin, as well as real simulations in computer-aided engineering software like Fluent, ANSYS Fluent, ANSYS SafeX, and so on. The particular feature of the database is that it is provided with some content inside. For example, we have information on more than 4,000 species, their thermal data. Also, we have available molecular properties of about 800 species and reaction rates for 6,000 elementary processes. Also, in the database, we have collected information about more than 80 detailed kinetic mechanisms of the combustion, chemically active and radiative plasma. But this database is not only the database itself. It also provides several tools which can be used for analysis, comparison of the different reference data and kinetic mechanisms, and it allows to integrate your data into various software. For example, it's possible to extend the database with customer data, for example, with ChemKin files format, mechanism stored in the ChemKin files. Also, it's possible to export mechanisms from the database to ChemKin files and share with your colleagues in another labs, in another organizations, and so on. So now let me show you the database as it is to give you example how we are using it. So this is the main interface of the database, and as you can see, it consists of several parts. First of all, it is database of the substance, database of the elementary process, and database of the mechanism. Also, we have a set of the tools for mechanism analysis. So let's go to the database of the substances. You see this database, it is list of the species available in the database, and also it is properties of some specific species. For example, let's go to simple molecule like H2S, hydrogen sulfide. And what we have in the database, first of all, it is thermodynamic properties of this substance. This is mostly often used information in the chemical kinetic mechanism development. And what we have in the database, it is thermodynamic properties, it is polynomial approximations in different formats. For example, Russian native format, it is ITAN polynomial approximations. Also, we have NASA polynomial approximations, which are usually used in ChemKin files to represent thermodynamic properties of the substance. What is possible to do here as well is to generate tables of thermodynamic functions in a given range of the conditions and plot temperature dependence of different thermodynamic properties. Okay. So the second part, it is a database of elementary processes which are stored in this way. It is just list of the reactions where you have also the approximations for reaction rate constant for every specific reaction. Also, what is possible to do, it is to classify all the reactions according to their class. For example, it could be chemistry of heavy particles, energy exchange reactions of heavy particles, process with electrons, or photochemical processes. And finally, we have a database of the mechanisms. Here it is the short version of the database, where we see 3 mechanisms. Every mechanism is characterized with list of the substances, list of the chemical reactions, and related properties. For example, if we will go to some list of the reactions, then again we see equations and reaction rate approximation. Okay, one more very useful thing for people who are developing the mechanisms, which I would like to show, it is comparison of the kinetic mechanism. So, I have this interface where I can load different mechanisms from the database. For example, I would like to compare 2 mechanisms of hydrogen oxidation in air. And I would like to see what's the difference between these 2 mechanisms for so simple fuel as hydrogen. I load the first mechanism into the database. I load the second mechanism from the database, put some parameters of the mechanism comparison. Particularly, it is what does it mean that the thermodynamic functions are equal between substances, and what does it mean that reaction rate constants are equal. I need to provide some tolerances for comparison, and then I am able to run the comparison and see what's the difference between the mechanisms. For example, as you see, between 2 mechanisms there are 2 types of the differences. The first one is list of the substances. In one mechanism I have more substances than in another. But the second difference is in the thermodynamic of the same substances between the mechanisms. For example, I can take a look on what is different, plotting this, and also I can do the same for reactions. For example, I have identification that there are reactions in one mechanism which are absent in another, and reactions having the different reaction rates. For example, I would like to illustrate what does it mean, and you see that for some particular reaction I have some differences in the reaction rates. So it's important, and you can use this information when you are developing the mechanisms. Okay. So, we have completed the collection of the reference data for our mechanism development, and now it is step to verify our initial mechanism against available experimental data. What do we need for this work? Actually, it is a long history when the people have proposed several types of the experimental setups which can be used to extract information about the kinetic properties of some specific process. And here I am demonstrating what kind of the setups is it. For example, if we would like to have model or developing the model of process like self-ignition or uniform flow through some chemical reactor, then good experimental setup here could be shock tubes, rapid compression machines, or flow reactors. And actually people are using in experiments these types of the devices, and it is important to have the same models in the computational software to make predictions of the same experiments with the kinetic mechanisms to make this comparison. Another example of the kinetic experiments, it is for processes like flames, and the well-developed experimental techniques are Bunsen flames and flat flames burners, for example, counterflow flames, and so on. And in our software, we have models which are specifically designed to modeling flames as a 1D approximations to make direct comparison with the experimental technique. And finally, for several applications like turbulent flames or stirred chemical reactors, there is a well-known technique like jet-stirred reactor where strong mixing of the reactive mixture takes place at steady-state conditions, and people are extracting information about mixture composition in this system. And in our software, again, we have specific models like perfectly stirred reactor, which directly approximates this experimental technique and allows to get predictions of the kinetics with mechanisms under development and compare with available experimental data. Now, again, it is just summary of the models of the kinetic experiments. It is shock tube and rapid compression machine, flow reactors, jet-stirred reactors which are covered by models. It is laminar flame models, both premixed and not premixed. It is non-equilibrium electric discharge models which allow you to simulate the kinetics in non-equilibrium plasma, including chemical reactions, photochemical processes, and so on. And finally, we have extensions of all models which I have mentioned to systems with surface reactions, which we call as application for catalyst analysis, catalyst simulation, and usual experiments in the kinetic experiments in the catalyst. So, in terms of our software tool, which is designed for mechanism verification, it is the chemical workbench, which have a full library of models for kinetic experiments. This software is integrated with the KinTech-DB database, so it's easy to transfer data from database into the software. For example, kinetic mechanisms which we are developing or have collected from external sources. So it's easy to put information into the software. Also, we have a capability of import of external experimental data to prepare plots where you can put both experimental data and simulation results on the same plot. Also, what is very important, it is availability to run parametric simulations and support of multi-core CPUs to make the analysis faster in a wide range of the conditions or in a wide range of parameters of variation. So now I will give you a very short example of how software chemical workbench can be used for mechanism verification, and I will give you a very standard example which people in combustion are doing. The case I would like to consider is laminar flame propagation in premixed methane air mixture. Let me start from overview of what we have actually in the chemical workbench. It is list of the available chemical kinetic models, as I have described, and in my project for mechanism verification, I will use the flame reactor. Let's go into this project. So I just put premixed flame model onto the desktop, and now what I need to provide, it is 3 K parts. The first one is the mechanism, which consists of the list of species and consists list of the chemical reaction. Okay? The second part, it is information about reactive mixture composition, where I specifically would like to say that I would like to run parametric analysis where concentration of one of the species, it is methane, is varying as a parameter. So I will run the parametric analysis of laminar flame propagation in my system. Finally, what I need to provide is additional information. It is specific parameters for the model. For example, at which conditions I am running my tests, what kind of the modeling assumptions about the just for this system, about the calculation of the thermodiffusion, thermal conductivity, I will use in my model. So these are three key parts: mechanism, reactive mixture, and parameters of the specific model. The additional information which I would like to provide for my simulation, it is external data. In my case, it is dependence of laminar flame speed as function of stoichiometric ratio of the mixture. It is easy to put this information into Workbench. It is just external table. And then, running the model, I am able to generate this type of the plot, where I have the following. Symbols are results of the experimental measurements from the tables which I loaded into the software. One curve is prediction of the mechanism, which I have shown you here. It is one calculation. But also, I am able to put additional curves on my plot from another calculation. So what does it mean for you as a developer of the mechanism? It means that you can create several projects where you have the different versions of the kinetic mechanisms. For example, you have developed different versions with different reaction rate constants, and independently run these simulations as a whole. But when you are comparing the mechanisms, you can put all available results of the simulations from different projects on the same plot. It is easily done by accepting all the tables of results from different calculations from the same interface of the same plot. So it is very convenient for people who are comparing predictions of the different kinetic mechanisms or different versions of the same kinetic mechanism. So now we have collected the data, we have verified our initial guess of the mechanism, and now we have the following problem. We would like to analyze our kinetic mechanism and to see what are the key reactions here and what are the key reaction paths. And again, in the chemical workbench, we have specific tools which are called the global sensitivity and local sensitivity models to calculate the sensitivity of model predictions to different chemical reactions, identify which reaction is most important, and in parallel we have additional tools which are very popular in combustion community. For example, it is building reaction paths diagrams and mechanism reduction techniques. Why, in addition to sensitivity, we propose to use these tools? First of all, reaction paths diagrams is a very clear illustration how your process takes place, and identification of the channels of the reactions which can evolve with the time or degree of the reactant conversion and so on. And I will show how it is made in the chemical workbench. Why we are using the mechanism reduction techniques? Just because if you have a very big kinetic scheme and would like to understand what are the key reaction paths, then it is very beneficial to reduce the original mechanism without loss of its accuracy to see what have remained in the mechanism, and it means that these reaction paths are key for the mechanism, and mostly these reactions should be improved, if any. So let me give you some illustration of mechanism analysis and reduction with chemical workbench. So I have computed some simulations, again, for the problem which is an example from combustion. It is self-ignition of the stoichiometric methane air mixture at atmospheric conditions. And what I would like to analyze, it is key reaction paths, how they can be identified. So I have pre-computed the results for the following conditions. I have stoichiometric methane air mixture at 1300 K, and this mixture starts to self-ignite. This plot shows how the temperature of the mixture changes with time, and these are the kinetic curves of the process. It means that species concentrations, reaction rates, and overall parameters of the system as function of time. So I have this plot. And now I would like to show the reaction paths in different stages of the process. So this is the diagram how the process goes. When you take a look on this diagram, you will see three particular features here. The first one is ability to visualize the process as function of time and even animate it. So this is the animation, how the process takes place on different stages at different times. Also, it's possible to filter the reaction channels based on maximum flux of specific atom between different species. For example, I can run this analysis one more time. You see these channels appearing with time, new species appear, some species disappear, and finally we have just conversion between products. Okay. One more thing which is very important for people who are making detailed analysis of the chemical process, it is information about the main contribution of formation or consumption of very important species to identify which channel is very important for some specific species. Here we have some statistics about this. For example, let's take a look on methyl radical. What is it seen here? It is seen that some species, this species is formed from another species by identifying this direction of the arrow, of the reaction arrow. You see this, right? And its contribution to overall production or consumption of species, minus or plus, so negative or positive. So it is very useful and informative diagram of which processes are important for some specific species based on reaction paths and numerical information about specific reaction rates and their contribution. One more important thing here is reduction techniques which are available in the workbench as a post-processing tool for the simulation. So you need to select some reduction technique, specify parameters of this reduction method, identify at which time points you need to reduce your mechanism, and run the reduction procedure. When it will be completed, you will see that some species, like this one, are removed from the kinetic mechanism. The same is valid for the chemical reactions. You see that some of them are switched off, and you can put the reduced mechanism back into the software. So after mechanism reduction, you can be more concentrated on paths which are remained in the reduced mechanism. Of course, then you can update the detailed mechanism, original detailed mechanism, and so on. And now we have collected data, we have verified the mechanism, we have identified what is important, and we need to solve the last problem, which usually faced with researchers, is calculation of the thermodynamic properties of individual species and the reaction rate constants. For this problem, we have a special tool which is called Chimera, which have a rich library to calculate the thermodynamic properties of species and elementary process based on results of first principle calculations. What I mean here? I mean that if you are running the quantum chemistry analysis of some specific reactions, then you need to transfer these results of the simulations, quantum chemical simulations, into the information which is acceptable for kinetic modeling. I mean, you need to transfer the information about the geometries, frequencies, energy levels of molecules into reaction rates and thermodynamic properties. And this is done with the Chimera software. Let me give you a very small example of how it works in the Chimera. What the example which I would like to consider, it is calculation of the rate constant for some specific process, which is very important in the combustion. It is a reaction of oxygen atom with a hydrogen molecule, and to run this simulation you need to enter the following information. First of all, you need to calculate, or you need to enter information about specific species which are taking place in the process. For example, for oxygen atom, it is just its energy. For hydrogen molecule, I need to provide information about the geometry of the molecule, electronic state, and frequency of the vibrational levels. I need to provide the same information for reaction products. For example, it is hydroxyl radical, again, its geometry, its electronic state, energy levels, and vibration. And I need to provide this information for transition state of this reaction. It is important here to note that if you are running the quantum chemical simulations for system under consideration like this, it's possible to import results of the quantum chemical simulations directly into this software. So you do not need to process very large output files of the quantum chemical codes like Gaussian or GAMES and so on. The software will do this automatically and fill in all required fields automatically. So when I will complete this input of the information, I need to select a model which I will use to calculate rate constant and run the simulation. So it is quite fast, and let me show you the results of this calculation. So this is the results explorer, where I see the forward and the backward reaction and its reaction rate constant. Of course, I can transform the coordinates, plot their values in Arrhenius coordinates, and so on. Of course, I can present the same results in tabular form. For every reaction, I have value of the temperature and appropriate reaction rate constant. But what is very important here, we have put some post-processing capability into the software, which is very useful for people who are running kinetic analysis. So let me show you. I have a button post process, and it generates Arrhenius like approximation for reaction rate constants. So this information can be put directly from this string into the database by export to database option, or can be written down into the Workbench software or Chemkin software. So it's quite easy and very handy tool. So I think that with this review of the Chimera, we are completing all the tasks which usually people face when they develop the mechanisms, and please ask your questions. Please go to our website where we have a demo version of the software, and now we are ready to answer your questions. Thank you.